fact, Hawk, if you don't mind, it's kind of early in the program, but I wouldn't mind checking in with you. All right, so the last time I checked with you, this is Adam Hawk right now. If you're watching on TV, he's the EP, TV term, radio term, executive producer. Hawk, you were going in to get an MRI for your back. All right, so I need to know, the clones need to know. For those of you who had forgotten, Hawk jacked up his back, but at least he did it legitimately. Leaning over to put on his golf spikes, he threw his back out, jacked it up, went to a chiropractor. That went badly and decided, all right, I'm going to do this thing right this time. I'm going to get an MRI. Have you gotten the results of your MRI?
Funny thing, the doctor told me 2 days ago, you don't need an MRI. 1 out of 3 people come into this office with the exact same symptoms that you have. What you need to do is...
No, Hawk, nobody's that dumb. 1 out of 3.
That's what he said.
Like 33% of the people walking around who see that guy have done what you did. I doubt that.
Well, not did what I did, but have the same results.
Or as dumb as you? I doubt that too.
So he told me, he said...
Anyway, what's popping, Twitter?
Here's what you need to do.
Can you get to your story, Hawk?
Yeah, he was very upset that I had played 4 rounds of golf in the 5 weeks since I threw out my back. He said that is a very traumatic sport on your back, and you're actually kind of an idiot for playing golf 4 times.
Did he use that word, idiot?
He did. He said you're kind of an idiot for doing that. He said it's idiotic to do that, yes.
He's right.
Yeah, I guess. He said, 4 rounds of golf in 5 weeks from throwing out your back, pretty stupid. So I said, well, what do I need to do? He said, you need to go to physical therapy, you need to get on a foam roller, and you need to lose 10 pounds.
So he called you dumb and fat.
Dumb and fat.
That was the medical diagnosis from a doctor. I love this guy. I like this guy way better than your chiropractor. He called you dumb and fat.
Yeah, he said lower back pain stems from the core. You have a weak core, and you need to lose 10 pounds. So as soon as you rest up your back and stop playing golf, you need to start exercising and lose 10 pounds. So... I didn't get my MRI. I just got accosted verbally.
Dude,
and
he wouldn't even let you have an MRI. That's great. You didn't even earn the right to get in the tube.
I probably wouldn't have fit in the tube based on this guy telling me I need to lose 10 pounds.
I can't believe this guy told you to lose weight, but it makes sense, right? Your core is weak. You got a big gut. You're not that bright. So he called you dumb and fat. Okay.
Dumb and fat and to stop playing golf. So I went home and my wife said, how did it go? And I said, well, best day of your life. He said, lose 10 pounds and stop playing golf. So I thought she was going to start crying. She was so happy.
Oh, she had to be over the moon.
It was the greatest belated Mother's Day gift ever.
Hawk, the 2 things that she wanted to hear more than anything else is that you're going to stop eating and stop playing golf. God, she must love that doctor.
It's the greatest day of her life. She loves the doctor. Probably send him a personal thank you note. And I start physical therapy in about 2 weeks, and I've got a foam roller here at work, so everything's going great.
Okay, so what are you going to do about that diet?
I mean... Yeah, I'll probably, try to start eating better.
Wow, dude, you sound pretty committed already. I'll probably try to start eating better.
Yeah, I'll try. No promises, but he said, hey, cut out the weeknight IPAs. He said that'll be a great start. So
okay, so what's your regimen? How many IPAs do you have during the week? Did you say weeknight IPAs, plural?
5 a week, 1 a night. He's like, hey, knock that off. That's like 7 slices of bread every time you drink a beer.
Do you chase your beer with bread? Hawk, how many athletes have I had on this program, and how many times have we talked about how they eat? Do you listen to any of these interviews?
I do. I learn a lot about who they are and what they do.
But you learn nothing about yourself, though.
Well, now I'm starting to look inward because I'm 30 going on 80, the doctor said. So I got to lose weight. I got to stop playing golf.
Way to own that, Hawk. Not to make this worse, but just know that I never, ever had conversations like this with anybody who ever worked on this show prior to you coming around here.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a really bad thing, Hawk. This is not good for the show. I don't take any great pleasure in this every single day, having you come in and get humiliated like this. I don't want to compare you to the guys who came before you. They just were smarter and better, and they didn't go to the doctor and be diagnosed as being dumb and fat. Well, I feel like a bad guy now, but how can I not respond accordingly? The doctor called you dumb and fat.
I don't mind. I think that, you take a personal interest in your employees, and I appreciate you asking me.
If that works for you, Hawk, whatever gets you through the night, keep telling yourself that. That's an amazing diagnosis. I like tough love. I like a doctor that would say, hey, look, man, if you don't make changes, there are bad things that are going to happen. This guy went right to it. You're dumb and you're fat.
Fat! And I paid for it. I paid for him to tell me that.
Adam, and I'll call you Adam to make you feel better about you. You can't really dispute what he's saying, right? You hurt your back putting on shoes. That's the opposite of smart. I won't call you dumb, but that's the opposite of smart.
If anything, I'm accountable, and I hold myself accountable for being dumb and fat.
Okay, Stucknuts in. He tweets, MRI. Adam Hawk needs a CAT scan. # Griffey. He does have ink of his cat. All right, Adam, great job. Just keep being you. Keep doing you. So my man was diagnosed as dumb and fat by a doctor, a legitimate MD. Did you go sleeves up or sleeves down? Did he see the cat tattoo? He probably referred you to somebody else after he saw that. So my man's got a tattoo of his cat. A tattoo of his cat. A cat that he named Griffey. Your dog, Edgar Martinez, didn't want any of that? Hey, by the way, that joke's never not going to be funny to me. Your dog, Edgar Martinez, didn't want any of that. Your parakeet, Jay Buhner, didn't want any of that.